Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Straight Fire Picks. Best bets for Major League Baseball on Thursday, August 26th, 2021. My name is Steve and I'm going to have 4 picks here for you today that I think are great value bets for the Thursday slate of baseball. Guys, just want to thank you all for your continued support in the channel. We've really been growing a lot lately. I appreciate all of you. You guys rock as a community. Love all the interaction in the comments. It's been awesome. You know, we got a lot of good things here happening on the channel. If you guys are new here today to the channel, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you're a returning supporter to the channel and they haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. It's free. And it really helps us grow. I really appreciate that kind of stuff. And yeah, guys, let's get right into it. So our results from last episode, we were 2-2 last episode. We're 12-4 in our last 4 episodes, which is still pretty good. We have not had a losing episode in the last 4, so I like to see that, obviously. We want the 4-0. We're going to go for it today. We're going to get after it. Let's talk about those results, though, real quick. So, first we had the Giants money line versus the Mets. This one was able to cash. It was a little bit of a sweat, but we were able to cash this one. Giants won the game 3-2. Mets loaded the bases in the 9th, but we still cashed. So, I'll take it. We had the Tigers first 5 run line versus the Cardinals plus 0.5. And this one I just considered really unlucky, guys. John Lester for the Cardinals put 9 base runners on base in the first 5 innings. Got out of a lot of jams. And the Cardinals won the first 5 innings 2-1. So, it's really unlucky, guys. Goldsmith hit a home run. I was like, come on, dude. Like, Scooble really didn't pitch that bad, but not quite good enough. So, it is what it is. We move on. And then we had under 8.5 runs in the Blue Jays White Sox game. Was able to cash this one pretty easily. It's our easiest cash of the night. Game ended 3-1 in favor of the Blue Jays, so we'll take that. And finally, we had over 7.5 runs in the Brewers-Reds game. And yeah, this one wasn't close most of the game, but it actually got some life near the end of the game. We actually could have cashed if there was a timely hit there in the 8th inning from Lorenzo Cain for the Brewers. But what are you going to do? The game ended up 4-1 final in favor of the Brewers. It happens. We move on. We're 2-2. Not bad. We're going to get that 4-0 this episode, guys. So getting right into our picks. At number 1, we're going with the New York Yankees money line versus the Oakland Athletics at -110 odds. So we got Jameson Taylor here going to the mound for the Yankees. 8-4 with a 3.94 ERA. Going up against James Caprillion. 7-4 with a 3.25 ERA. For Jameson Taylor in his last 4 for earned runs, 3, 3, 0, and 2. And for James Caprillion, 1, 3, 2, and 6 for earned runs. So guys, Caprillion in his last 4 games has an ERA north of 5. He has an ERA of 5.35, so he has really struggled lately. His last start, even where he gave up just the 1 run, he gave up 4 walks that game, so it's like, if you really look at it, the guy has not been pitching the same lately. His control's not the same, which we like that here heading in if we're taking the Yankees money line. And then the last 4 for Jameson Taillon, he's got an ERA of 3.24. So Taillon's been pretty solid, like he has been most of the year. He honestly has had a couple rocky starts his last 2, but I think he can get back on track here against the Athletics. Athletics are not a very potent offense. Middle of the pack offense here for the Athletics. So I think, Taillon could definitely get back on track. And guys, the biggest thing, the Yankees are just on fire. The lineup is on fire. Their team is on fire. So much momentum coming in. The Yankees have played 39 runs in the last 6 games. The lineup has really come alive since the trade deadline. They've added some bats into that lineup, and it's really worked out great for them. Between Joey Gallo, Anthony Rizzo. Brett Gardner now is starting to get hits. I see him, he had like a 150 average most of the year, and his average is back above 200 now. So if he's hitting in the Yankees lineup, everybody else is in trouble because they have so many other bats in that lineup that it's just insane. So as far as in runs in the last 30 days for the Yankees, they are 7th in baseball in runs, which is pretty good, I'd say. They've definitely amped it up. Like I said, the lineup has been doing much better. And even more recently than that, the last, let's say, 15 to 20 days, they've really been on fire. Instead of Yankees on an 11-game winning streak, you got to like that as well. And then you got the Athletics rolling in here, 2-8 in their last 10, so they've really been struggling. And also, one more thing to love for the Yankees, they have the second best ERA also in baseball in the last 30 days as well. So it's like so many factors here working in favor for the Yankees. I think they draw a good matchup here with the Athletics. And I think they take care of business pretty easily here, guys. So take it right there for your number one pick. Yankees money line versus the Athletics at minus 110 odds. Okay, guys, and at number 2, we got the San Francisco Giants minus 1.5 run line versus the New York Mets today at plus 136 odds. So, guys, you can go one of two ways with this. You could take the Giants money line again if you're more safe with that. It is a much safer bet. But I'm attacking this run line today because I really think it can happen as my official bet. We want to make some money here. We want to make some better money. So it's like I really am confident today in the Giants to cover this 1.5 run line, especially with Carlos Carrasco going to the mound for the Mets. He's 0-2 with an 8.82 ERA. He's going up against Alex Wood, 10-4 with a 4.11 ERA. So for Carrasco in his last 4, 3, 6, 4, and 2, and he has not made it beyond the 5th inning in any start. So that's important to note on that as well. For Alex Wood, 2, 2, 5, and 4 for earned runs. Which, even for Alex Wood, isn't great, but we're going to talk about the difference in bullpen here, guys. Obviously, we're going to be seeing some early bullpen action, probably from both of these teams. Maybe not from the Giants, though, because like I said, the Mets lineup has really been struggling, too. So it's like they can't seem to hit anybody or anything. Score any runs. So it's like, I think Alex Wood will have, honestly, a really good game today. Have a really good bounce-back game, and then the Giants' pen should shut it down. Giants' pen is first in baseball in ERA now, with the ERA close to 3, so it's like, you gotta like that. The Mets are 10th, which isn't too bad, but Carrasco's already going to give it up before then, so it's, it isn't going to matter. Giants hold statistical edges over the Mets just about every category. We've gone over this before. Giants are 9th in runs, 10th in hits, and the Mets are 29th in both categories. They're terrible. Terrible in runs, they're terrible in hits. Believe it or not, I am actually a Mets fan, and I have no problem betting against them. Because that's the way it is. I don't let my emotions get into my bets. So I've been pounding hard against the Mets, and it's been working out great. And I've been going for the Giants a lot lately, and they've been delivering, guys. That's the 3rd straight money line on the Giants have hit. So I'm gonna attack the run line here because I really think it can hit. Like I said, Giants 7-3 in the last 10. Mets 2-8 in the last 10. So just to give you an idea of how these teams are doing. All right, guys, take it right there. Our Giants minus 1.5 run line today versus the New York Mets at plus 136 odds. Okay, and at number 3, we got over 4.5 runs in the first 5 innings of the Reds-Brewers game at minus 110 odds. So yes, guys, I am going back after this game. There's a lot of factors why I really like this bet again today. And it's like we got Brett Anderson going to the mound here for the Brewers, 4-7 with a 4.15 ERA. Going up against Sonny Gray, 5-6 with a 4.15 ERA. So we got 2 pretty shaky pitchers here going to the mound for both of these teams. Sonny Gray has an ERA of 5.80 in his last 7 starts, while Anderson has an ERA of 6.82 in his last 3 starts. And Sonny Gray honestly had probably his best outing of the year last start. 7 innings, gave up 1 hit to the Marlins, 0 earned runs. But I don't give him a lot of credit for that because guess what? That was against the Miami Marlins. Miami Marlins are terrible, especially on offense. They're 26 in runs. I don't give Sonny Gray a lot of credit there. I think he has a much better offense, a much more disciplined offense. Sonny Gray is a guy that struggles with command, and the Brewers take advantage of those pitchers. Obviously, it didn't work out for us yesterday. I had the same argument yesterday for Luis Castillo, and well, actually, you know what? It didn't really work out like I thought it would. Brewers ended up plating 4. I thought they'd get a lot more off Castillo, and they didn't. So, it is what it is. But for Sonny Gray, though, I think he's going to really struggle too. Sonny Gray is definitely not quite as talented as Luis Castillo. He can't afford to make as many mistakes as Castillo can make. Castillo could be so dominant when he's on, but it's like, just never know. And as far as for Brett Anderson, he's going up against the 4th-ranked offense in the Reds. So I really think the Reds actually could cash this one early by themselves almost. Reds are 4th in hits, 4th in runs. They kind of have cooled off the last couple here against the Brewers, but I expect them to get back on track. They're still just as talented. They got Nick Castellanos, Joey Votto, Jonathan India. They got a lot of talented hitters in that lineup. I expect them to get back on track here. And I have no problem taking this. We got 2 top 10 offenses. Brewers also ranked 10th in runs. So I like that. And like I said, the Reds are 4th. So, and I love the matchup. It's like for Sonny Gray, it's like he's going to have to keep that ball in the strike zone somehow. And it's like, because tell you what, the Brewers hitters are very disciplined. They're 5th in baseball in walks. So they could take advantage of pitchers like these. So I love it in the first 5 here, guys. Take it right there. Over 4.5 runs in the Reds-Brewers game at -110 odds. Okay, guys, and finally at number 4, we're rolling with the Chicago White Sox money line versus the Blue Jays today at -106 odds. So, guys, this one's a little bit more speculative than some picks. We got Rodon here going to the mound for the White Sox, 9-5 with a 2.38 ERA, going up against Ryu of the Blue Jays, 12-6 with a 3.54 ERA. So for Rodon, 0, 4, and 2 for earned runs. And for Ryu, 0, 4, and 7 for earned runs. So guys, believe it or not, this is a fairly even matchup. I think the White Sox here are going to bounce back though, especially against Ryu. Ryu has been struggling lately. He's given up 11 earned runs in his last 17 innings pitched, which we like that. I think the White Sox lineup could definitely get to Ryu. A few starts ago, I remember I was betting on Ryu and he gave up 7 earned runs to the Red Sox, and it was early. It just looked really bad too. So, it's like I think the White Sox can do the same thing. They can get to him. The Blue Jays lineup also, guys, has struggled lately. They got just 14 runs in the last 6 games. So, I like that. They are not in sync offensively right now. So, it's a great matchup for Rodon coming in. Both these teams are pretty evenly matched, though, guys. 14th and 15th in baseball and bullpen ERA. And, they're similar teams offensively. And Blue Jays might have a little bit more pop offensively. But like I said, guys, I think the White Sox bounce back here. They get it done today against the Blue Jays with Rodon on the mound. Back Rodon. I have a lot of faith in Rodon. Ryu has been, like I said, very shaky lately. So it's like, in this matchup, I'm definitely going to roll White Sox, especially with Rodon on the mound. I love it. So take it right there, guys. White Sox money line today versus the Blue Jays at -106 odds. Okay, guys, and that's going to do it for our picks for the day. If you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. Always appreciate that. Like I said, we've really been growing lately. It's really awesome to see. I've been having a lot of fun doing this. I love putting these videos out for you guys. I love putting the winners out. That's the hope. We want to win every day. We want to go 4-0 this episode. That's our goal every episode. We hit 2 of them last week back to back. It was incredible. And since then, we've had back to back 2-2 episodes, which is fine. The biggest thing for me is, I always think about this. Avoid the 1-3. Well, avoid the 0-4 episode if you can. It's probably could happen at some point for sure. It hasn't happened that I can remember in an episode that I've done, but I'd have to go back to the archives. I can't remember, at least in the last month, where it's happened. So we're really trying to avoid that. That's the only day where you really get hurt, in my opinion. 1-3, even, it's like you definitely lose money. You lose 2 units, but it's not as bad as losing 4. So if you could survive some days and wait for those 4-0 episodes, and I had a lot of conversations with people about this, is like you can really end up doing good. And we've hit, this month has actually been pretty incredible for us, guys. We've hit 5 perfect episodes in the month. So when I go back and look, I'm like, wow. You have to get some lucky breaks to get that. Research and luck, you know what I mean? Great research and luck. To cash any bet, it takes a little bit of luck, at least. It's just the way baseball is. But we've had 5 of them. 3 4-0 episodes, 2 3-0, and 1 episode. So, been a good month for me financially in that way, and I hope we can continue, guys. Let's get that 4-0 this episode. Like I said, if you guys enjoyed the content, please be sure to hit that like and subscribe. I want to get to 350 subscribers here by the end of this, by the end of Sunday's episode. But yeah, other than that, guys, that's going to do it for me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. We will catch you back here tomorrow with another episode. Until then, peace out.